Yes, the Triple B Beast boxing basement right here. So, I was just thinking, right? What has happened to Hughie Fury? He's just, we don't hear much. Well, the last thing we heard was a picture of him saying Hughie Fury turned 29. I still can't believe he was only 29, man. He looks like 45. The Fury family do not age well. That's for sure. The neither Tyson nor what's his name, Gypsy John. I don't know what the other Roman and all that lot. I don't care about them. But the main guys definitely do not age well. And nor does Nathan Gorman, who's 45 from the age of 23. He's a cousin, right? You know what? Before I go on to this, there's something funny that I didn't know until this week. Yeah, Hughie Fury. You know what his full name is, right? Hughie Lewis Fury. Huey Lewis in the News. Do you like Huey Lewis in the News? Huey Lewis Fury. I mean, that's kind of funny, man. He should probably bill himself as that. You know what I mean? Add a bit of humour. He's a bit dour, old Huey, or just not that bright. As I said, I don't even know if it's hearts in boxing or has ever been. He's a Fiore, so you have to box. He'd be happy just, as I said, he'd be happy just doing some tarmacking in the morning. Get up early, out of the caravan by 6, tarmacking at 6:05. Yeah, do a hard day's graft. Take his cash, collected cash, because you're only paying cash, blood. You're only paying cash. Yeah. Back to the caravan about 6 p.m. after a hard day's work. Yeah. The missus has cooked a beautiful stew. A huge pot of stew. Yeah, and there's 2 chavies, which will both be lads as well. So they're sitting there at the table, fighting amongst each other, but hitting each other, but waiting for the stew, which they can't start until Daddy's back. And Hughie comes in, and his missus, he gives, fusses over him a little bit, and he goes, "Go on, woman, get me stew out." Sits down on this huge chair. Yeah. The missus brings out, she serves him first, obviously. No one else, man. She doesn't even get to sit at the table, blood. Yeah? She serves him this huge bowl, about 3-litre bowl of hot, tasty stew. That she's been cooking all day. And he don't even say thank you, man. He just tucks straight in. Don't wait for the chavies either. Just shoveling it in his big mouth, man. He loves it. Highlight of his day. And the chavies get their stew. Yeah, and the missus, nah, man, she don't sit at the table. I said, it's not gorgeous, it's Gorgia-land. It's not Gorgia-land. You don't sit on the table and have a civilized chat. Yeah? There's hardly any talk anyway, because all the chavies and the Hughie just slurping the stew, smashing it away. And the missus is washing up, innit? And when she finishes the washing up, she cleans the kitchen. Anyway, the whole dinner lasts about 5 minutes. My stew destroys this 3 litres of stew. That one lovely woman. Yeah. And he goes out the caravan. Goes to the forest, takes an absolutely ginormous dump. Like the size of Sonnet Edwards. He takes a dump that big. He's out there for a bit of time. About 20 minutes out in the forest. By this time, the chavies have been put to bed. Chavies have been put to bed. The missus has eaten her stew. Really quickly, once all the work's done. And then he might have a little natter to some of his pals around the campsite. Talking about whatever, nothing really. How much money they've made. Tarmacking. And then when he goes to bed early, don't he? Because he likes to get up early and graft. He goes to bed. I'm sorry. So the chavi's been put to bed. Comes back in. Yeah. Spick and span caravan. All the washing up's done. Yeah. He's taking a massive dump, so he feels like Sonny Edwards about a few stone lighter. Opens the door of his bedroom. The missus is there. There are no lights on, but she's there, completely naked, with her legs ready, open, for Hughie to take care of business. Yeah, there ain't no faux play, you know. She don't read no Cosmopolitan. Ain't no faux play. There's no kissing. Ain't no romance. There's none of that nonsense. Hughie takes off her clothes, climbs on top of her. Yeah. There's no dirty talk or nothing like that. Just humps her in that position. Bang, bang, bang. Quick, you know, just what quick as you can. He's not interested in whether she gets any pleasure. He don't care. You know. You know, it's not part of the deal, man. That's not part of the lifestyle, man. Takes care of business. You know, and even when he busts a nut, you know, Hughie, you know, he's a proud traveller. He don't want to make big noises. Firstly, you don't want people to hear out because caravan, the walls are thin, isn't they, and the chavvies are sleeping. Secondly, you know, you don't think it's manly to make noise. So, that'd be about the most of it. Bust a nut in her missus. Roll over. And just go to sleep. Don't say goodnight. Don't kiss her goodnight. And just, you know, start again the next day and get up some graft. That's what Hughie would be doing. That's a Hughie Lewis Fury day. Yeah, but he's been forced into the boxing. You know, he wasn't even allowed to have a girlfriend. If you read the, you know, if you read into interviews, he's like, no, I've never had a girlfriend. I mean, I wasn't allowed one. You know, I mean, I think it's a bit simple. You know, he's probably like a big child, but Peter Fury, I'm not saying bullies him like nastily, but tells him what to do, and Hughie will obey. But anyway, enough about Stu. But Hughie, he's been out for, what is it now? 2 years almost 2 years out of boxing, and you just don't hear anything. Like I said, the only thing I'd heard was he's 29, and obviously, you know, everybody joke, oh, he'll be getting his man strength now, because when he was younger, you know, the excuse was he hadn't had his man strength yet because he was still too young. But you know, he's 29 now, looks 45, but he's 29. Yeah, and he hasn't fought since what was it, like October? Yeah, it's almost a year ago. Christian Hammer, he made him retire. But it was a bicep injury, right? Hughie's not a big puncher because he ain't got his man strength yet, but you know, he's a tall guy. He's a reasonably tidy boxer, you know. You know, he's got a solid chin, and so should he if you're that ugly and you got that big head. You know, all he's had is points losses. Alex Povetkin, Kubrat Pulev, and they were quite wide for the other guys. And Joseph Parker, of course, for the world heavyweight title. Again, that was quite wide, apart from one guy had it a draw, but, you know, Mick Hennessy, big fat Mick Hennessy, went absolutely nuts, sweating. Oh, this is the most disgraceful thing I've ever seen. Hughie was showing shades of Ali in there. He was out boxing. That's gone down in history, right? But, yeah, it's a good quote. What else? I mean, he's knocked out Sam Sexton. Sam Sexton's a decent British level guy. He beat Dominic Gwynn on points, probably a faded Dominic Gwynn. Larry Ulabamuwo, the steroid king of boxing, got ironed out and around. But, you know, even with his PEDs, Larry wasn't that great. And John McDonough smashed him in and around. I was there. I watched that one. So, yeah, I think he was without his PEDs then, and so he definitely got a hiding. 1 round KO. Other guys, Andrei Rudenko's not bad, beat him on points. Like, he'll beat most guys. I mean, he's faced a few half decent guys, you know, and they'll generally go to distance with the top guys. Like I say, he's not really a puncher. Samuel Peter, he stops in 7, but again, that was a shoulder injury. So he seems to be good at stopping people on shoulder injuries. Yeah. Pavlos, he's a sort of average guy. So yeah, Christian Hammer, the last fight again, had to retire because of bicep injury. Probably being hit in the arms by Hughie and shades of Canelo. Got shades of Canelo when he's fighting. But yeah, so 2 years is a long time. But as he's only 29, you know, it doesn't seem so bad. But then we ask ourselves why? Why hasn't he got a fight? You know, and you can blame COVID and the lockdowns. Yeah. You know, but still, I mean, obviously, still with Mick Hennessy. Yeah, so Mick's a smaller time promoter. You know, Tyson Fury used to be with him as well, but like, and now he's got his kids. Michael Hennessy Jr. His two dumpy kids, Michael Hennessy Jr. and Francesca Hennessy. I'm gonna do a video on her because you know, she be getting a lot of hype, but yeah, I won't be too mean on her. She's only 18, so I'm gonna go easy on her, Fran Hennessy. But and they seem to manage to make it look like a supermodel in all the publicity shots. But the truth is a bit different, man. Yeah, she got like a big pants, small bra syndrome. But yeah, for Mick Hennessy. So maybe Mick Hennessy, you know, he couldn't get him any fights. You know, I don't know. Did he put on any promotions? Maybe not. During COVID and lockdowns. Maybe. You know, he could have got him to fight on someone else's show, though. Or is that down to, you know, I don't know who Hugh's manager is. Is it his dad? Whatever. Someone didn't find him a fight. Or is that the only part of the story? Because 2 years, you know, is a standard ban for using certain substances. I mean, Tyson Fury basically got a 2-year ban, didn't he? His cousin, right? And it hasn't come out. But from what I understand, right, there's this guy called Joe Gallagher. He's a trainer, and he's been saying that certain, I don't know what to believe this. He's been saying that there's a bunch of fighters. Oh, and by the way, you know, there's plenty of fighters that, we didn't find out about Amir Khan's failure, did we, till a year afterwards? So, you know, when this guy Joe Gallagher says there are people serving silent bans, now I don't know whether that means, I don't know why. Like, do they have an agreement with the testing guys? Do they, you know, do they make them sign an NDA? I don't know. But there's a suggestion that some of these people fail testing, you don't even never find out about them. So is that the case with Hughie Fury? Now, you know, if these things exist, and you know, I suppose you could also argue if you got money. But remember, what should we say? Litigation is a rich man's game. But you know, what are those things? You get an injunction, maybe. You know, I don't know how the law works in that scenario. I just find injunctions rather weird, especially, you know, when a celebrity's clearly done something wrong, but he doesn't want it to appear in the papers. He puts an injunction. I don't know how the little wheels and the mechanics of that work, but yeah, there's some possibilities. So has Hughie failed a drug test? I mean, I just find it quite suspicious. Yeah, and you probably find that as soon as you know, his ban's ended, and I don't know. Let's say Christian Hamer, what was that? The 10th of October 2021. You'll probably find a Hughie Fury fight get announced around after that, exactly 2 years after he last fought. And like, he's only 29, so he can still do something as long as he's got his man strength, as everyone's been talking about. But yeah, I'd like to know more. You know, the heavyweight division is not strong. You know, we've got some guys in the UK, you know, obviously, but you know, below Tyson, there's loads of guys knocking about the sort of British European level. So there's loads of fights in Britain, and there's certainly the ability to get a world title fight. Obviously, he's not going to fight Tyson Fury, you know, and unlikely to fight Usyk. But when those guys have gone, Hughie's there. Yeah, and there's not much there. You know, there's not a lot of competition there, man. I'm going to do a video later, you know, but just quickly, you know, who have you got when they retire? Bakhdir Zololov is a standout. Now he's committed, I think, to top rank to do pro boxing because he was jumping back and forth, which I think is a bit out of order. Yeah. He's got to be the front runner. Jared Anderson, well, he's been sort of exposed by Charles Martin. Richard Torres, well, he's his infancy, I mean, you know, of his career. I don't know, man. I'm going to do a video on it and have a full investigation and see what happens to the heavyweight division when the 30 plus, you know, when you got all these guys at 35, 40, you know, 36, when 38, Joe Joyce, when these guys are going to go in 2 years, within 2 years, or they should, right? So Hughie's in a good position, really. So let's find out. But I'm intrigued about why he's taking 2 years out. I don't think I'd be very happy as a fighter if I hadn't come out in 2 years. So to me, I mean, like I said, Hughie maybe ain't really a fighter, doesn't really care. probably been like, you know, enjoying a stew. But and smashing Savannah Marshall, been desperately trying to smash her because he doesn't have any experience with women. He said it himself. You know, I'm not allowed to have a girlfriend. I don't know what to do. But I got Peter Fury going, no, you take your Corey out. Right, start again. Right, it's got to be hard. All right, no, not the batter. And whatever, he's probably giving him instructions, and he's like, get out of the way. You're useless, you. Get out of the way. Let me show you. Zip. And he gets his Corey out and smashes Savannah to show, you know, Hughie how it's done. Okay, Dad. Yeah, it's disgusting, man. And then he got his cup on the door listening to find out if Hughie's taking care of business. I've actually heard a rumour, so I don't know, you know, it's not really confirmed by anything that there was a miscarriage involved. But I think that's someone just talking, but like Savannah has been fighting, and also she's gone to MMA, so that's another video. Anyway, yeah. Hughie, we hope you can get back soon. Yeah? And then one day you can retire and live the dream in the caravan with a hot stew, a couple of chavies, and the nice missus who knows her place. Oh, what? One thing I forgot to add in my video. Yeah? Hughie Louis Fury has claimed that he's got long COVID, and this is the reason he hasn't what's the word? He hasn't been able to box. Now I don't know, man. I don't know. He goes, yeah, he's been advised by the doctors to take a rest, total rest, because of the symptoms of long COVID. And he says, I feel weak with no strength. He's had lots of checks. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything, any such thing as long COVID. Yeah, so he's tired again. Now, he was tired during his career, wasn't he? He's been having all kind of physical problems. You know, maybe he's got ME or something. I don't even know if that exists. But like, or, you know, he could just make an excuse for having the time off. Right, you know, Tyson Fury, his cousin, the 2-year ban, and he said it was because of his mental health. So, you know, they might be playing the same game, and they might actually have failed a test. So, but yeah, the mystery continues. But like I said, I'm not be the long COVID excuse. You know. Anyway, peace in the Middle East, peeps.